Volvo. I love army vehicles. They're so cool. That's why in our previous episode, we bought a Volvo TGB C304. It's a 6x6 monster. It is so cool. Military camo, 1970s technology. Awesome. We were so obsessed with it that we decided to buy one more, a C303, its small brother. Look at it. It's like a toy car. So cool, so nice, so compact. Now, of course, there are some missing bits and pieces like headlights, blinkers, an engine, a transmission also, but that's something that we're gonna fix, so stay tuned. Volvo, the TGB C303, a small, compact, really capable off-road vehicle. The unique thing of this vehicle, it has portal axles, it has a really narrow, short wheelbase like a Defender 90s, as this one right here, but the Volvo is way cooler. Now, the idea of this one is to rebuild it, make it more modern looking, like a modern concept with an old, really cool vintage look. It has a lot of space and it can be used universally, either for weekends, for fun, for friends, family, whatever. So right now, we're gonna pull it in the workshop and start rebuilding it. So the Volvo's in the workshop. Now we're gonna examine it to see what exactly we have to do so that we can start rebuilding. We're gonna examine the entire vehicle, see what is missing, what has to be restored, what has to be purchased. The idea is to strip down the body, to get it to the bare chassis and start rebuilding it from ground up. The body itself, we're gonna give it to a guy that does paint jobs. We're gonna strip out the back side of the body and give this entire body to him so he can start building it. While he's building it, we're gonna fit the new engine, transmission, transfer case, and fit it on the front side. When we finish with the engine work, we're gonna take out the front body and give it directly to him. The idea of this vehicle is to make it a really like an off-road monster, but inside to be a little cozy and really good looking and to be like a modern vehicle. As I said previously, vintage look, modern vehicle. We're going to put in new seals. Probably we're going to change this glass with a glass that is opening. Make the interior really roomy and cozy. We want to put in some upholstery probably. Fix the door handles, of course. Now, this is a really old interior. Now, it looks good, but I think if we put some isolation, some, like good new panels, it's going to get to look really nice and really good. And when we put in the more modern economical engine, I think it's going to be a really great vehicle for weekends and having fun. Up. Okay, so we are ready with the upper part of the rear body. I just can't believe it. This is a vehicle from the 70s, like more than 50 years old, and the silicone is holding strong. I mean, they don't build them like this those days. Volvo! It's not breaking. It's still turning. If it was built nowadays, it would have broken a long time ago. Oh, it's getting easier. And the thread is not damaged. Unbelievable. This is a bolt for a lifetime. Now comes the time to divorce the body from the chassis. Oh. Oh, a 50-year-old glue holding the entire body. Just one spot right there. But we have a solution for that. Consulting with Isaac Newton. A lever. Okay. Isaac Newton is not going to do the job. We've missed one bolt. So we're done with the body. Okay. We finished our first stage of the restoration process of our off-road monster. We've stripped the entire vehicle off. The backside is prepared for paint. Meanwhile, we're going to start looking for the engine for our precious vehicle. So it's a new day and we have a new challenge. The idea is to take this and put it into this. So to give a little insight on what exactly we're going to do. As you know, we got this Volvo without an engine, transmission, transfer case. Why? Because we have another idea. We want to do a resto mod, which is putting in a more modern engine. I'm not saying that the Volvo engine is not a good engine. It's a very reliable engine, but it's thirsty. As you know, fuel prices lately are just killing it. So our plan is to do something, to put in something that is very popular for our geographical region. It's fast, it's loud, it's very economical, and it's everywhere. The VW TDI engine. 1.9 TDI, 4-cylinder, 130 horsepower, but we can pump it up to probably around 200 horsepower with ease. I think it's around 300,000 kilometers. As I said, it's economical. Now in this vehicle, it consumes something like 5 liters per 100 kilometers. In the Volvo, we are hoping to get something between 10 and 15-ish, maybe something like that, per 100 kilometers. It's a very good, small, compact engine that can give a lot of power. Now, the challenge here is this is not a normal front-wheel drive vehicle. It's a 4-motion, which means that this engine is not transverse. It's not like this, it's like this, which means that the transmission is behind the engine, it's going inside the body, so we are gonna have a hell lot of cutting of half shafts, prop shafts, front bumpers, rear bumpers, so we're gonna have a lot of work on this vehicle to rip this engine out. So we're gonna get to work to start doing that. We sat down and we thought a little. The weather is too good right now, so we don't want to waste time on this weather. We want to have more fun. We chose the force. This hook here, this rear bumper here, and we're gonna see what's gonna happen. Oops! I didn't saw that. My mistake, my bad. Okay, the bumper's off. Next part, taking out the radiators. Now this is probably very important. Too long. We're gonna shorten it. Just perfect. We are done with our front end of the vehicle with the help of our special tool, the Humvee puller. So we've unhooked all the cables, all the computers, everything is hooked off. We've took out all the vacuum lines, everything. I think it's clean. The only thing that's left is the hydraulics and the two bushings. We've chose not to take the transmission from here, but to lift the vehicle and take it from underneath. So we're gonna unhook the prop shafts. Now, the funny thing is that we don't have a car lift here. So we're gonna use any means possible, our forklift. Okay, I think we're the right height. I can go underneath the vehicle with no issues. So right now, as I said, we have to disengage right now the prop shaft right here and take out the bushings here, and we can pull out the entire engine. Now this time we got to keep everything intact. So no Humvees for now. I think this is not going to work. Easy peasy, 5-minute job. Obviously, I'm not going to sell it. Okay, hint of the day. We're going to use this screwdriver to block the wheel so it doesn't spin, so the half shaft is not going to also spin. So we're going to block it right here in the wheel, so it's going to block right here in the caliper, and we're going to use the breaker bar to untighten these nuts. Alright. Yeah, but they're not untightening. I think it's the wrong way. Okay, let's put the screwdriver on the other side. Like this, and all right, we got this one. 6 more left. Here we go. We are at the end stage of our engine ripoff from the VW. Now, we're going to use the forklift to pull it out. I have a suspicion that I haven't untightened something, but we will see during the process. Oops, can't start. Oh, now it starts. It's not coming out. Okay, so this is our second attempt. We didn't saw that some of the hoses for the internal heater matrix are not cut off, so we cut them off. Now we're going to see what's going to happen. We still have some work underneath the vehicle, obviously. there is something holding up the engine, and I think that we have to take out the engine mounts and also the half shaft. We're gonna leave the engine down and we're gonna lift one more time the vehicle and to cut out whatever bastard is holding it up. Okay, so obviously we wanted to save the half shafts, but we are gonna cut them because they're in our way of pulling out the entire engine and transmission. So, time for cutting right here and right there. Safety first so we don't get killed at the end of the day. Okay. Cut number 2. So let's go. Nope, this is not gonna work. We have to go get the hardcore stuff. The best thing a man can have, plasma torch. Okay, I think we cut it. That's what I call cutting. Okay, so cutting on the other side. Okay. Now that's how we take out catalyst converters. Yeah, baby! Alright! We got the transmission loose. We got the transmission loose! Finally! We got the transmission loose. Got burned everywhere. You see? Wow, holy shit.
Burning Man.
Burning Man. Okay, 5th attempt. Let's see what's gonna happen. One small issue. Right here, this cable. This is the only thing I hope that it's stopping us to get out the engine. This is the cable that is giving ground from the engine to the body. Okay. So it's cut. Now, I think it has to come out. To be honest, Land Rover engines are a lot more easier to take out from the vehicle. This is a pain in the ass. So we're gonna put some duct tape, some zip ties, just attach things on the front, on the back. Tomorrow we're going off-roading with this beast, with the new engine, mid-positioned engine, like a Humvee almost. So we're gonna be economical and it's gonna run great. All jokes aside, after a long day, we were able to take out the engine from the VW. We're happy we were able to do it. Now the next steps are to clean out the engine and rebuild the entire thing. We want to make it flashy, we want to make it looking like new and to be reliable so we can mount it on our Volvo. So stay tuned with our work, like, subscribe. That wasn't planned. We didn't expect that. Jesus Christ. And that's the end of our episode.